Next, we're going to move on to the order of operations. The order of operations are a set of steps that we use to solve math problems that have more than one operation. We have to solve problems in a particular order so that everyone will have the same answer. In order of operations, we have parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. PEMDAS or PEMDAS, this is the order in which you have to solve the problem. We use an acronym. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You can create any acronym that you would like to help you that will help you remember how we use the order of operations or the order in which we solve. With each problem that you work out, you have to solve what's in parentheses first. Sometimes there are also brackets, and this is what a bracket looks like. Sometimes you may have more than one parenthesis or more than one bracket, but you solve from left to right. Now, in 5th grade, we do not have to worry about exponents, but we do have to worry about multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. Now, with multiplication and division, we have to solve from left to right. And I will show you what that looks like in a moment. But if you see multiplication first, you solve that. If you see division first, you solve that. You do not go to multiplication first if it's not first, and you do not go to division first if it's not first. And you do the same thing with addition and subtraction. We solve from left to right. Here's an example. We have 7 minus 2 plus 3 plus 1 in parentheses. Now, an easy way to help you solve would be to solve the part of the problem that you're supposed to first and then mark it off on your PEMDAS. 3 plus 1 would be the first thing that we would solve, which will give you 4. You bring everything down. We bring the 2 down and the 7 down. We then solve 7 minus 2, which will give us 5. And we add that to 4. Our answer would be 9. Here's another example. In this problem, we have 3 times 9 plus 1 plus 6. Now, do we see a multiplication sign? No. But anytime that there's a number beside a parenthesis or bracket, you are multiplying. And if you want to, you can add in a multiplication symbol. 9 plus 1 is 10. We keep it inside of parentheses. And then we have 3 times 10 plus 6. What would we do next? We have solved what's inside of parentheses. We don't have any exponents. We don't have any division, and we don't have any subtraction. But we must solve from left to right. Multiplication comes before addition. So we have to multiply 3 times 10 first. 3 times 10 is 30. We bring the plus sign down and our 6. Multiplication is finished. All we have left is addition. What is 30 plus 6? Yes, it is 36. And we are finished with this problem. Here is our next example. 4 plus 5 times 6 minus 2. If we are following the order of operations, which we should always do, we will solve what's inside of parentheses first. 6 minus 2. What is 6 minus 2? Yes, it is 4. So we mark off our parentheses. We don't have any exponents. We do have multiplication. We don't have any division. We do have addition and subtraction. Next, we bring everything down that is left. We are finished with this part, and you can mark that off or you can leave it. Just do not mark it off. Don't mark off too much or you won't be able to see what you started with. Next, again, we bring everything down. We have addition and subtraction left. Now, we have addition and multiplication left. Now, multiplication comes before addition and subtraction. So, we have to multiply first. 5 times 4 is 20. We're finished with that part. We have no more multiplication and we have no more subtraction. All we have left is addition. And 4 plus 20 gives us 24. Now, here's another example and another way that you could solve. You could write out PEMDAS on the side and keep multiplication and division and addition and subtraction separated. I also put a line in between each one to separate them so that it would be easier for you to figure out which one to do next. Now, you can think of it as a game. You can't move on to the next level. For example, until you solve everything that's inside of parentheses, you cannot move to the next level of exponents. And until you solve everything on that level, you cannot move to the next level of multiplication and division. And until you solve everything on that level, every operation that has multiplication and division, you can't move on to the last level. On this problem, we have no parentheses and no exponents, but we do have addition, multiplication, and division. You can go ahead and mark out the subtraction. Now, we cannot add before we multiply or divide, even though I see addition first. We have to solve everything that's on this level, all the multiplication and division, before we add. 6 times 3. What is 6 times 3? Yes, 18. We write 18, and then we bring everything down that we have not solved, and you could mark that off. Now we have 8 plus 18 divided by 2. Again, well, first let's mark off our multiplication. Again, we cannot add until we finish everything that's on this level, and we still have division. 18 divided by 2. What is 18 divided by 2? Yes, it's 9. We mark this off. We mark off our division. And we bring everything that's left down. Now, the only thing in this problem that's left is addition. 8 plus 9 gives us 17. And that's how we solve using the order of operations. Again, you have to be careful to remember to multiply and divide from left to right is whichever comes first. In this problem, multiplication came before division, so that's the one we solved first. And addition and subtraction comes after addition and subtraction comes after multiplication and division, so we solve those last. On behalf of the Danville Church-based tutorial program, we would like to thank the United Way and the Danville, Pittsylvania County Foundation for their continued support. Thank you. See you next week.